Drummers, hello again. How's it going? Welcome back to yet another one of my technique lessons. This is actually kind of a stemmed lesson from my double stroke roll lesson with Rebound. Now, this is going to be double stroke roll not using Rebound, okay, or with no rebound, because I'm going to actually play on a pillow or a cushion type of thing as opposed to a practice pad, because the practice pad has rebound. We don't want that today. Okay, and the main reason I say that is look at that. When I drop the stick, even with my perfect balance point, I get no rebound. If I play it on a drum like that, lots of rebound. What happens when I go to a floor tom that either has no rebound or what I like to call is unpredictable rebound, meaning I'm not sure if it's going to bounce back or not. That's funny. I just changed these heads yesterday, but I love the way this drum sounds. But as you can see, I love to have my big floor toms really low and boomy, which means you gotta tune them low, which means they're gonna be really soggy and cushiony. So how do we get this happening? Now here on this setup, I've got a lot of very high-pitched drums, meaning they're really tight. And actually, starting on my 12-inch tom, coming down to my 15 and my 16, they're really low. So I've got the full range of low and high. What that means is if I'm going to do a full roll, all the way, a double stroke roll, from my little 6-inch concert tom all the way down to my 16-inch floor tom, my technique changes halfway. Okay. Now what that means is I don't rely on rebound, because I can't. Remember, we don't have it. So what I have to do is I kind of have to go back to how I originally started learning the double stroke roll. I talked about this in the last video, where it was literally playing double, 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 old school, mama, dada, whatever works, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. And just trying to get those doubles. But look at my wrists now. If you remember from the last video, my wrists were not moving. It was just one stroke, 2 hits. One stroke here gives me 1 hit, right? So what I have to do now is I have to start utilizing my wrists, okay? But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to strengthen my wrists the best that I can. So I'm not really overexerting them, and I'm not playing it like I'm playing on feathers, you know. It's like you got to hit the drum. This is a big drum. I'm using big oak drumsticks. So you're learning to rebound from kind of a higher, not rebound, you're learning to get the unnatural rebound from using wrists, okay? Look at that. You know, that's not easy, I'll be honest. You know, it's like that takes work, and that's the whole focus of today's lesson is we have to work to get this happening, okay? Because I have to play each stroke. You know, my grip tightens up maybe a little bit more. If you notice, usually when I'm playing, I've got a pretty big gap in there, right? I can get my stick all the way through there. Generally when I'm just playing everyday drumming. When I go to certain techniques like the buzz roll or the double stroke roll where I'm not using rebound, I might tighten a little more to the power grip, which just means that I just sort of solidify the stick in my hand more. The reason for that is because I need the stick to move with my wrists. So every time my wrist moves, the stick has to move. If I'm too loose, look what happens. I can start to lose it, and the stick could fall out of my hand and end up on places I don't want it. So even though the balance point is always very important, it's important now just to sort of adjust the weight of the drumstick in your hand, okay? So this is a big one, guys. You know, do this one, practice this one. And one thing this really helped me with is my conga playing. I'll do some lessons on some hand percussion as well here in the future, but just showing you how to develop, you know, conga technique, because with conga drums or any kind of hand drum, there's no rebound. It's all wrist, right? So look at that. You now have to play every stroke. So the pillow is huge. I used to do this even soft like this when I was living with some roommates and some friends and whatever, you know, and we'd be watching TV or put on a movie, you know, I'd sit, you know, far away at the dining room table with a pillow and do this, and wouldn't bother anybody, you know. So you can do that on a pillow, something that's got no rebound. Sometimes I'll do it on my leg, because on the leg, there's no rebound there. Is that a good thing? I don't know. I feel it kind of hurts. But I started practicing this a lot. Crazy. Ow. So that one hurts. I'm going to go to this one. Invest in a pillow. They're cheap, okay? Hotel pillows seem to be the best, really. But this is actually funny enough, because whenever I'm traveling on the road, and they always put us up in hotels, it's funny. I stay in these king size beds, and there's like 14 pillows. I never understood that, but I'm a one pillow kind of guy, and so I'll make like a drum set while I'm watching TV or warming up on the king size bed of pillows, and I'll play. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding you. You're laughing, but this is true. Okay. And it really gets me warmed up, especially if there's a rehearsal that day or the show is that night. I like to do a little bit of warm-up sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. But that's the best way. So I should take a picture or do a video of the pillow drum set on a king-size bed in the hotel. But anyways, this is a big one, guys. So do that so that when you go over to a drum that has no rebound, okay, or little rebound or unpredictable rebound, now, just to prove a point, back in my rebound drum double stroke roll video, a drum like this, little mini timbali, right? Lots of rebound. If I take that same technique and go over here, watch what happens. Sounds terrible. So that's why I say I have to change that technique. So let me see if I can do this. I'm going to go double stroke roll all the way down the kit, all the way to the 16. So I actually can feel that technique starts to change somewhere after I hit my 10-inch tom, and go to the 12, because now the 12 is getting a little bit soggier, but I like to have those low-pitched drums on that side. So that's the reality of it, because so many students come to me, top professionals come to me, they've been playing longer than me, and they go, my double stroke roll is great, but when I get over here, what's going on? And this is the reason for it. So any kind of wrist practice like this, guys, just in the air like that, is really good. Locking it up and just practicing singles in the air, but like I said, work on something where you're going no rebound, take it around the drums, and then you can try doing the same kind of thing on bouncier drums or bouncier cymbals like closed hi-hats and ride cymbals and things like that. But you'll notice that the rebound is going to be much more effective for you. So then you'll start to piece together where and how. So, these are the little tips and secrets when people say, man, you make it look so easy. Well, it's just knowing these little things of where I'm going and what technique to use. And the top players of our day are doing the same thing. It's just knowing the little tips and tricks. And hopefully this is one that can help you guys out to develop some wrist stroke doubles with no rebound. Have fun with these. Happy drumming, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.